The hour is upon us when the voice of the Lord is no longer hidden in shadows, no longer veiled in mystery. He is speaking loudly, clearly, urgently, and yet the world remains deaf. The noise of ambition, pride, lust, entertainment, and self-worship has muffled the whisper of God in the hearts of men. But now, that whisper become a shout. The Holy One is saying, I, woyel, I-N-S-Star, U-C-T, U-N-D, T-H-U-I-N-T, way-you, showel, G-O. This is not a polite offer. This is a divine command. A sacred cry from the heart of the Father to a generation teetering on the edge of judgment and breakthrough. He is calling, but are you listening? You must understand. This season is unlike any other. This is not a time for casual Christianity. This is not a time to play church, to sing songs while hearts remain cold, to recite prayers while ignoring His presence. The days are evil. The night is growing darker. And the Lord in His mercy is lifting His voice to those who still have breath. He is offering divine instruction. He is ready to teach you. Not just to make your life easier, but to prepare your soul for the shaking that is already beginning. This is the mercy of God in motion. He warns because He loves. He teaches because He sees what's coming. And if you do not listen, you will stumble through a storm that could have been avoided. The Lord is searching, not for the proud, not for the famous, not for the loud, but for the yielded, the broken, the desperate, the ones who cry in their closets when no one is watching, the ones who fall to their knees and say, God, I cannot lead myself. I need your voice. I need your guidance. I need you to show me the way. These are the ones who will receive the instruction of the Lord. These are the ones who will walk in divine wisdom when others are lost in confusion. These are the ones who will walk safely through the valley while others are swallowed by deception. The difference will not be wealth, intelligence, or connections. The difference will be this, who sat at His feet and listened when He spoke. You must choose now. Before the winds grow stronger, you must silence every competing voice and get alone with your Creator. You must open the Scriptures and tremble at every word. You must make room in your life for the whisper of God, because He is speaking and His instruction is available. But the tragedy is this, His voice will not compete. He will not force you to listen. He is not a tyrant. He is a Father. He stands at the door and knocks, waiting for the one who will make room, waiting for the one who will say, Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening. And when He speaks, oh, how it will change you. His instruction will burn away your confusion. His teaching will shine a light into the darkest corners of your mind. His counsel will guide your steps away from traps and into destiny. He will reveal the snares of the enemy before you fall into them. He will alert you when danger is near. He will align your relationships, purify your motives, and breathe clarity into every decision. But you must want His voice more than the approval of others, more than your next paycheck, more than your entertainment, more than your ego. Because this moment in history demands clarity. There are decisions being made in heaven, and the earth is trembling beneath the weight of prophecy unfolding. The Spirit is aligning nations, shaking foundations, and exposing hearts. And you, child of, cannot afford to walk blindly. You need His instruction like oxygen. You need His counsel like water in a desert. And He is offering it to you now, not tomorrow. Now. But will you pause long enough to hear Him? There is danger in delay. The longer you ignore His voice, the harder your heart becomes. The more you drown in distractions, the more distant His whisper will feel. But even now, if you would fall to your knees and cry out, He will answer. If you would humble yourself and say, God, I don't know the way. Teach me. He will draw near. He promised in Psalm 32:8, He will instruct you. He will teach you. He will guide you with His loving eye. But your heart must be willing. Your ears must be open. Your pride must be crucified. He is not asking for perfection. He is asking for surrender. He is not looking for performance. He is looking for posture, a posture of hunger, a posture of reverence, a posture that says, Lord, I cannot live by bread alone. I need every word that comes from your mouth. That kind of posture will open the heavens. That kind of desperation will unlock revelation. That kind of surrender will bring divine instruction that will save your life. There's a remnant rising. Those who are not chasing fame or applause, but chasing His voice. They are being instructed in the quiet place. They are being prepared for what's ahead. They are being refined, warned, encouraged, and sent out. And they will walk in a power the world cannot explain. But you must decide now, will you be part of the remnant or part of the deceived? Will you be instructed by heaven or confused by the world? Will you make room for His voice or fill your days with noise? The Lord is ready to teach you. He is ready to show you mysteries, to warn you of dangers, to equip you for trials, to strengthen you in weakness. But He will not shout over your idols. He will not compete with your distractions. He waits for the heart that says, Here I am, Lord. Teach me. The season of divine instruction has begun. The invitation has been given. The voice of the Lord is thundering with love, pleading with urgency, and reaching with mercy. Do not delay. Do not harden your heart. Do not let this moment pass you by. If you listen now, You will walk with clarity when the earth is confused. If you yield now, you will stand when others fall. If you receive his teaching now, you will walk in the center of his will when the shaking comes. Let every other voice fall silent. Let every distraction be cast aside. For the Lord your God is saying, I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. The question is not whether he will speak. The question is, will you listen? There is a path before you. A path that leads to life and a path that leads to destruction. And right now, in this sacred moment, heaven is crying out for you to choose rightly. The voice of the Lord is not passive. His words in Psalm 32J are not empty poetry. He says, I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my eye upon you. These are not words to be admired. They are words to be obeyed. They carry the weight of eternity. They are laced with mercy and warning. They demand a response because the decisions you make today will shape your tomorrow. The path you choose now will seal your future, and the Spirit of God is pleading with you. Don't walk blindly. Don't trust your instincts. Don't rely on your logic. Don't follow the crowd. Let me lead you. Let me teach you. Let me show you the way. Too many are living as if time is abundant, as if there will always be another day to repent, another season to obey, another chance to come back to God. But they do not see the hour. They do not discern the urgency. They do not realize that windows of mercy can close, that doors can shut, that opportunities can vanish in a moment. The Lord is not obligated to keep offering direction to people who continue to ignore him. He is long-suffering, yes. He is patient, yes. But his patience is not permission to delay. His mercy is not a license to procrastinate. He speaks now because the time is short. He teaches now because storms are forming. He instructs now because your next decision could determine everything. Do you understand what's at stake? Some are standing at a crossroad. One direction leads to divine destiny and the other to spiritual disaster. But they hesitate. They hesitate because the right path often looks narrow, unpopular, costly. But don't be deceived by appearances. The easy road leads to death. The broad path leads to bondage. The direction that looks appealing to the flesh often ends in regret. And the Lord sees what you cannot see. He sees the traps ahead. He sees the betrayals waiting. He sees the pitfalls that will wound your soul. That's why he is offering instruction. He's not trying to control you. He's trying to protect you. He's not limiting your life. He's preserving it. He's not holding you back. He's leading you forward into the very purpose you were created for. But if you refuse his guidance, you will wander. You will stumble through seasons that were never meant for you. You will waste years chasing things that only drain you. You will be deceived by the glitter of the world only to find yourself empty, broken, and lost. That's not his will for you. That's not his desire. He said, I will counsel you with my loving eye upon you. That's the heart of a father who watches every step you take, a father who sees the danger and says, not that way. A father who knows the timing, the terrain, and the threats. And if you trust him, he'll guide you around every trap and into every promise. But if you walk away from his counsel, you walk alone. The truth is, your life is not your own. You were bought with a price. You were formed with purpose. And the one who formed you knows the path to your destiny. Every time you reject his voice, you're not just disobeying, you're delaying your assignment. You're postponing your breakthrough. You're prolonging your pain. And some of you are tired of the cycles, tired of the confusion, tired of repeating the same mistakes. But the answer isn't more effort. It's surrender. The answer is not in your plans. It's in his presence. You don't need more opinions. You need his instruction, and he's offering it right now with urgency, with love, with fire. You must decide. The way you should go is being laid before you. Heaven is ready to reveal the next step. But God does not shout over the noise of rebellion. He waits for a willing heart. He waits for the moment you say, not my will, but yours be done. That moment changes everything. That surrender unlocks clarity. That obedience opens doors no man can shut. But you must move now. You must respond while the invitation is still extended, because delay is dangerous. The longer you wait, the louder the world becomes. The longer you wait, the more your heart hardens. The more the enemy whispers lies that sound like truth. You cannot afford to be passive in this moment. The future of your family may depend on your obedience. The future of your calling, your influence, your impact, it all hinges on whether you listen to the instruction of the Lord. There is no neutral path. Every step you take is either leading you into his will or away from it. Every compromise you entertain is a seed that grows into a harvest of regret. Every ignored conviction is a brick on the road to spiritual numbness. But every act of obedience, no matter how small, builds a foundation of unshakable faith. Every time you say to his guidance, you align your life with divine protection and purpose. You step into favor that cannot be explained. You walk into rooms you never earned. You carry authority that hell cannot challenge. But it begins with one choice. Do you trust his instruction more than your own understanding? The Lord is not silent. He's not distant. He's not hidden. He's speaking now through his word, through his spirit, through dreams, visions, confirmations. But your ears must be tuned. Your heart must be soft. Your will must be surrendered. You must want his voice more than you want comfort, more than applause, more than control. That's the cost of following him. But the reward. The reward is peace that passes understanding, joy that cannot be shaken, purpose that fuels your soul, and strength for every battle. God is not just offering you information. He's offering transformation. He's not just showing you a path. He's walking you. He's not just guiding from a distance. He's placing his hand upon you. He says, I will instruct you. I will teach you. I will counsel you. That is his promise. But your response determines whether that promise becomes your reality. So hear the word of the Lord. Your next decision matters more than you think. Don't take another step without his direction. Don't assume you know best. Don't rely on past wisdom for a present season. Seek him, wait on him, obey him, because the path you choose now will seal your future. And the Father's eyes are on you, not in judgment, but in love, waiting for you to say, lead me, Lord, and I will follow. A storm is coming. Not the kind that rattles or floods streets, but a storm of deception so thick, so convincing, so polished that many who once stood firm will be swept away. A flood of lies is rising, dressed in the language of truth, cloaked in the tone of compassion, laced with the poison of compromise. The line between right and wrong is being erased, and the multitudes cheer while they march into darkness. And yet, even now, the Lord cries out through the chiazos, I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my loving eye upon you. This is not pudic encouragement. It is a divine lifeline, because only those taught by the Lord will survive what is coming. The days ahead will not reward those who merely attend church or memorize verses. The days ahead will test the very foundation of your faith. It is not enough to say you believe. You must know the voice of the shepherd. You must be trained by his spirit, instructed by his word, and guided by his presence. Because the deception that is coming will imitate light. It will look like wisdom. It will sound like compassion. It will feel like unity. But it will be a sword against truth, a dagger at the remnant, a trap designed to numb the soul and blind the eyes of the elect. And unless you are taught by the Lord, unless his voice has become your anchor, you will not discern the difference. We are living in the days the prophets warned about, days when people will no longer tolerate sound doctrine, but will gather to themselves teachers who tell them what they want to hear. Days when evil will parade as virtue and the truth will be labeled hate. Days when even the very elect will be tempted to bow, to bend, to blend in. And God is not silent in this hour. He is not watching in passive sorrow. He is raising up those who will not be moved. He is instructing hearts in secret. He is teaching the yielded, the broken, the hungry. He is pouring divine discernment into those who cry, Lord, show me what is true. Because the greatest threat is not darkness outside. It is the darkness that masquerades as light. The greatest danger is not persecution. It is deception. It is the slow erosion of truth, the normalization of compromise, the exaltation of man's ideas over God's commands. And this deception will not come with horns and pitchforks. It will come with smiles and applause. It will appeal to your emotions. It will be broadcast from platforms, endorsed by leaders, shared by the masses. And if you are not grounded in the instruction of the Lord, if you are not taught by his Spirit, you will drift. You will lose your footing. You will call good evil and evil good. This is why the Lord is calling. This is why his voice is thundering through the noise. He is not merely inviting you to learn. He is warning you to prepare. He is offering you instruction that will become your shield. He is offering you teaching that will become your compass. He is offering you counsel that will become your protection. But it will only come to those who truly listen. Those who humble themselves, those who turn off the noise, who fast, who pray, who cry out for wisdom, those who say, I don't want man's opinion, I want heaven truth. Because the hour is late and the shaking has begun. The Spirit is separating wet from chaff, fire tested from faint-hearted, rooted from drifting. And the only way to stand in this hour is to be trained by the Lord himself. Human wisdom will fail you. Trends will betray you. Popularity will blind you. But his voice will pierce through the fog. His voice will tell you when to speak and when to be silent. His voice will reveal what is holy and what is counterfeit. His voice will guide you to walk in purity when others fall into perversion. His voice will anchor you in righteousness when the world collapses into lawlessness. But do not assume that this instruction will come without cost. It will cost you comfort. It will cost you the approval of man. It will cost you the right to be popular, the right to be understood. The truth will always offend those who live in darkness. And those taught by the Lord will be called radicals, extremist outcasts, but they will walk with power. They will walk with fire. They will walk with clarity in a world of confusion, and they will shine like beacons in the night because they carry the instruction of the King. You must choose now, before the deception wraps itself in beauty, before the compromise wears a smile, before the false prophets flood the airwaves. You must choose now to be taught by the Lord, to sit in his word, to dwell in his presence, to reject every teaching that does not align with Scripture, to test every spirit, every dream, every doctrine. Because discernment is not a luxury in this hour. It is a weapon. And that weapon is only forged in the secret place with God. Some of you have already begun to feel it. The pressure to conform, the temptation to water down your convictions, the lure of silence in the face of error. But the Spirit of God is calling you higher, calling you deeper, calling you to a level of intimacy where his instruction becomes your lifeline. He is not interested in raising up crowds. He is raising up warriors, people of conviction, people of truth, people who walk by the word, not by their feelings, people who will not sell out for applause, for status, or for peace with a world at war with God. Hear the cry of the Spirit, the storm of deception is coming, but you do not need to be afraid. If you let him teach you, he will keep you. If you let him instruct you, he will lead you through the fire untouched. If you let him counsel you, you will walk through lies with eyes wide open. Do not delay. Do not wait for the flood to come before you build the ark. The instruction of the Lord is your ark. His word is your shelter. His Spirit is your compass. And he is offering it now, but the proud will not hear it. The distracted will not see it. The self-reliant will not value it. Only the humble will receive. Only the surrendered will discern. Only the desperate will endure. So make your heart ready. Tear down every idol. Shut every compromising voice. And say to the Lord, teach me your ways that I may walk in your truth. Because when the winds of deception howl and the foundations of men crumble, it will not be the eloquent who survive. It will be the instructed. It will be the taught. It will be the ones who walked with God when no one else would. That be you. Let that be now.